Hello viewers, I am Maithili. Today we are going to see 8 CBSE Maths rational numbers introduction video. This is just a rational number introduction video because rational number is new to this year. We have learnt integers still in 7th standard, but here we are going to learn rational numbers. Before that, let me teach you what is natural number, whole number, integers here. Though you know better, I'll teach you again for a refreshment. Now from 1, 2, 3, 4 it goes on till infinitive. It is called the natural numbers. The natural numbers plus 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, if it goes on, it is called a whole number. And we have minus, you know this number line which you have learnt it last year. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 of this side, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 of this side. If this 2 includes, it's called integers. Integers, we have a positive integer as well as the negative integers. Same way, in between these numbers we have rational numbers. Even these numbers are rational numbers, and also we know that in between 0 and 1 we have half. In between 0 and a half we have quarter. That numbers are also called as rational numbers. Rational numbers, the rule is it will be in P by Q form. It will be in by form. The main condition is Q should not be equal to 0. Denominator should not be equal to 0. This is the only condition for rational number. The rational number will be in P by Q form. Now we have many properties. Let me see the properties now. The first one is called the closure property. The closure property is close. Remember this word close. Close means finish. Everything is over. Closure means everything is over. That means if I add two number, I'll get one answer. For rational number, adding two number, you will get one answer. Same way, if I subtract two numbers, we will get one answer. If I multiply two number, 3 into 2, I'll get one answer. Same way, if I divide, I'll get one answer. So this, if answer is coming, then it's a closure property. Nothing we are going to do with. We'll just get the answer for solving two numbers. Whether it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, we will get one answer. So if we get an answer, this property is called a closure property. Next property is commutative property or commutative property, whatever the pronunciation be. Here, this is there only in addition and multiplication, but not in subtraction and division. Now let's see. If A plus B, in commutative property, A plus B is equal to B plus A. That is, if I add 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2 equal to 2 plus 3. 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3 means we are adding, it will be 5. 5 is equal to 5, then it is a commutative property. Addition is, we'll get the answer for addition. The same way for subtraction, A minus B is not equal to B minus A. 3 minus 2 is not equal to 2 minus 3. I'll write it first. Here 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. Both the thing we get answer as 5. Here 3 minus 2 is equal to 2 minus 3. Here it is not possible because 3 minus 2 is 1 and 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So here 1 is not equal to minus 1. So it is the commutative property is not satisfied with the subtraction. The same way, if I multiply the two numbers 3 into 2, which is also same as 2 into 3 because both the answer is 6. Here in divide, 3 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by 3. 3 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 3. So it is not satisfied with the commutative property. The division is not satisfied with the commutative property. So only addition and multiplied is satisfied for commutative property. Though in integer and also in rational number, everything the same. Now we'll move on to the associative property. For associative property, it deals with three numbers. Remember that it deals with three numbers. Only there is a change in the bracket. In the front, if the bracket is in the front, the change of bracket is in the last two. first two, here last two. So only the change in the bracket is called associative property. The signs, everything is the same, but there is a change in the brackets. Now we'll move on to the first one. The same way, for addition it is satisfied, for subtraction, for everything is in the subtraction, it is not satisfied. Even in multiplied it is satisfied, and divide it is not satisfied. So a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Same way, a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. A into b into c is equal to we need to learn Bodmer's rule. Bodmer's rule, first we need to solve the bracket only, then with the other number. Here a into b into c. Here it is equal, and in divide, a divided b divided by c is not equal to, sorry, this is not equal to a divided b divided c. So associative property also, subtraction and division is not possible, only addition and multiplication is possible. Now we'll move on to the next property, distributive property. This word is familiar to you. You will distribute your chocolates during your birthday. That means you will have a box of chocolate, you will distribute to your friends on your birthday, right? The same way, the one number is distributed to all the rest of the numbers here. Here a into, here if there is a bracket, that means here we have into. So a into b plus c, this is nothing but we are distributing this a to b as well as to c. So a into b, this sign will come in the common, plus a into c. The same way, a into b minus c is a into b minus a into c. So this is the distributive property. We'll move on to the next one. Next one is additive inverse. Yeah, additive inverse is addition. Remember the word addition, which is nothing but change of sign. So change of sign is the additive inverse. If they have given some number 5, the additive inverse of it is minus 5. Those just change the sign. Same way, minus a means the additive inverse of minus a is a. Additive inverse of a is minus a. If it is plus, change to minus. If it is minus, change to plus. This is the additive inverse. Here the multiplicative inverse means reciprocal. If you are given 5, the reciprocal of 5 is, if there is only 5, it is by 1. So the reciprocal of it is 1 by 5. Here remember that for multiplicative inverse, we should not change the sign. We should change only the number as reciprocal, not the sign. If it is plus, it will be plus only. If it is minus, it will be minus. So a will become 1 by a. 1 by a will become a by 1, which is nothing but the numerator will come to the denominator. The denominator will come to the numerator. So a by 1, which is nothing but a. If there is nothing on the denominator, it is by 1. A by 1, which is 1 by a. If there is a minus sign, minus a, then we need to write minus 1 by a. Same way, minus 1 by a means it is minus a. So there is no change in the sign. If it is given positive, write it as positive. If it is given negative, write it as negative, but change into the reciprocal. Remember that if there is no number in the denominator, we need to write by 1, and then we need to change it to a reciprocal. That's all with the video. Thank you.